Welcome to your daily speaking practice. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Let's begin forward bend release, about 2 minutes. Stand with your feet hip width apart. Now gently bend forward from your waist. Keep your knees soft and slightly bent. Allow your head and neck to hang loose, as if the weight of your head is gently stretching your spine. Take a slow, deep breath in. Feel your rib cage expand across your lower back. Exhale and allow your tummy to rest softly against your thighs. Take 2 more deep breaths here. On your next inhale, begin to roll up slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Rise until you're standing tall again. Remember, keep your knees soft. Never lock them back. Locked knees send tension through the whole body and will lock your breath. Take 1 more grounding breath before we move on. Semi-supine reset with tension release. About 5 minutes. Lie down on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Place a small book under your head so your neck feels lengthened and supported. Think of your head gently releasing away from your shoulders. Now imagine your tailbone releasing in the opposite direction, lengthening your spine. Allow gravity to take your back into the ground. Bring awareness to your shoulder blades. Imagine space between them and let them melt down your back. Notice your feet on the floor. Feel 3 points of contact in each foot. Under the big toe joint, under the little toe joint, and at the heel. Let your knees float up toward the ceiling. Allow your hip joints to release. Release your abdomen. Relax your tummy. Now release your jaw. Soften your eyes. Picture a piece of string gently pulling you upward from the crown of your head. If you notice tension anywhere, gently squeeze those muscles, then release. Try this with your shoulders, try it with your tummy, and try it with your jaw. This progressive release helps your body learn to let go. Finally, bring your attention to your breathing. Allow the breath to move into the belly. Let the chest stay soft. Take 3 calm, deep breaths before we continue. Breath and voice warm up, about 2 minutes. Place 1 hand on your chest and the other on your belly. As you breathe in, feel the belly rise while the chest remains still. Now exhale gently with a soft P-S-H-H-H sound. Let the air leave slowly and steadily. Relax the belly so that air flows naturally back in. Try again. This time with a long F, 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 F hiss. Out for 6 seconds. In for 4. Picture the tide of the sea rising and falling with each breath. Now hum gently, sliding your voice up and down. Consciousness and the illusion of the physical world introduction. For centuries, materialism has claimed that matter is primary and consciousness a late product of neural activity. But what if the causal arrow runs in the opposite direction? What if space, time, and matter are not the ground of mind, but appearances within mind? This essay argues that the physical world is best understood as a headset within consciousness, a pragmatic user interface rather than ultimate reality. 1. Idealist roots. George Berkeley maintained that to be is to be perceived, is es percipi. Objects exist only as experiences. Matter outside perception is inconceivable. Immanuel Kant deepened this view by showing that space and time are not external properties, but forms of intuition, structuring how consciousness organizes phenomena. Arthur Schopenhauer extended the point. The world is my representation. Consciousness does not receive reality. It actively constitutes it. 2. Phenomenology. Husserl and Merleau-Ponty argued that the world is always given within lived experience. Space and time are not containers, but horizons of perception. The depth seen in vision, or the flow of time, is inseparable from the perceiving subject. Thus, the objective world is inseparable from consciousness itself. 3. The interface analogy. Modern cognitive science reframes this with new metaphors. Donald Hoffman, 2019, proposes that perception is a user interface, not a mirror of reality. Just as desktop icons hide the binary code they represent, so too space and time are efficient symbols, evolved for survival. On this view, neurons are not generators of consciousness, but icons within it. They exist only inside the interface of space-time, which consciousness itself produces on demand. The brain is not the cause of mind, but one of its appearances. 4. Physics and space-time's limits. Contemporary physics echoes this shift. Nima Arkani Hamed and others argue that space-time is doomed. Quantum gravity suggests it is not fundamental, but emergent from deeper structures. If space-time is not basic, then materialist claims that the brain in space-time produces consciousness are on unstable ground. Instead, consciousness may be the field from which space-time itself arises. 5. Implications. Reversal of causality. Consciousness is not in the brain. The brain is in consciousness. Epistemic modesty. Science measures patterns of the interface, not reality in itself. Ontological shift. Objects do not persist unperceived. They are possibilities awaiting consciousness. Pragmatic utility. The world is a navigational fiction, not a revelation of ultimate truth. Conclusion. From Berkeley's idealism to Kant's forms, from Husserl's phenomenology to Hoffman's interface theory, a consistent theme emerges. The physical world is not fundamental, but a construct within awareness. Space-time and neurons are no more ultimate than the icons on a desktop. They are tools for navigation, not depictions of reality. The implication is radical but clear. Consciousness does not reside in space-time. Space-time resides in consciousness. The cosmos is not an external container, but a headset woven within awareness itself. Welcome to your daily speaking practice. Find a quiet